Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pear Shaped in Dystopia, London's second most backing comedy club ever. Hello. 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 Welcome to our new album. Hello. 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 This is Pear Shaped in Dystopia on a Wednesday night at 8:30 once a month. Yes, it's Pear Shaped, and we hope you'll come to see us and don't be late. Last Wednesday of the month, Pear Shaped is just a fiver to come in, and we hope you'll be coming back again to Pear Shaped in Dystopia on a Wednesday night at 8:30. On a Wednesday night at 8:30. Penny Lane, there is a bastard selling photographs of all the countries and the helpers there to know.
Why not start off
He
straight
shaved
away
their
with
heads
the
and
word
off
cunt?
they go. What?
We're starting off straight away with the word
I thought you'd
cunt.
start off with a bit of a sing-along, you know, get everyone to join in, both people watching, they can join in, and I thought for you, yeah. So that's it. Right, that's all I'm doing.
Right, that's shining. You don't want that
I'm going to
shining.
have a break now. Oh yeah, you don't want that shining.
Okay.
No. So,
Well, that was a good start.
Yeah.
Shall we introduce some of the staff?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I don't know whether you want to mention Anthony, who's not
our co-compare Anthony Miller is indisposed this evening,
yes.
so he's obviously having fun somewhere.
Yes.
So he's not here with us. He's
But
having fun.
We have another co-compare.
We have, and that is little Dickie. Little Dickie.
Who's enormously tall.
Little Dickie Richards. Here he is.
Yes, I'm not indisposed, I'm disposed.
Hey!
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
That's the kind of thing you can expect.
Everyone,
from
there's
Dickie.
one person.
Dickie
Don't worry
likes
about that.
Dickie likes a bit of banter. You like a bit of banter, Dickie?
I like a bit of banter, Brian. And before we start, Brian, I'd just like to congratulate you on your recent nomination as the 2021 Face of Dignitas. Congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
You worked very hard for that.
Very hard. Well done, yes.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's not often I get an award.
No, that's very good.
You didn't. You just
I'll
got a
probably
nomination.
end up in an award before I get there. But
Yeah.
no, thank you, Dickie.
If there's any vouchers, Dignitas vouchers going, you know,
Yeah, I'll
We'll pass them out.
yeah.
just remember, so in a Christmas card, it's always nice to get something, isn't it?
It is. Even if it has got Dignitas written on it. Thanks very much.
Welcome.
Wish you were here. That'd be a Dignitas Christmas card, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Wish you were Merry Christmas, Dignitas.
Yes.
So
Nice.
So our other staff member.
They do say that a lot of people say that they like to die in their sleep. But personally, I'd rather die in somebody else's sleep.
Yes.
I think it's different, isn't it? It's different.
Yeah.
You don't want to die in your own sleep like everybody else. Oh,
No.
The room hasn't changed in 40 years. Anyway, Al is talking of things that haven't changed. Al is here, and he's still fucking playing when I'm talking. I've been trying to train him. Fucking 28 years he's been doing Pear Shaped, and 28 years he's been playing while I'm talking. You know?
Yeah.
You can play when
But
I'm
if
singing.
he doesn't play when you're talking, he'll never
I
play.
never get a chance.
He can't get a word in edgeway. Or
it's
he
not
can't get a
my
note
fault.
in edgeway.
It's not my fault. He can practice a bit before the show starts, and then be sparing. It's not what you play, Al.
Yeah.
It's what you don't play.
Right, I'm
as
setting the
Eric
vibe.
Clapton
We were
says.
talking about death, so I was.
That was
Thank you.
before we went live.
That's
We're talking about death before we went live. Now
He
we've
was
got
just talking about
keep
dignity.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute.
that's for the
true.
that's for the living, Al. Dignitas
Yeah.
for the living, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is for the living.
That's for both of the audience.
But, Look, it's not me that's going off script, you know. I mean,
What script?
No one told me there was a script. I need answers here.
Oh, that involves reading and preparing. We don't
setting
do
the
any of
vibe,
that.
you know.
I
It's my job, isn't
I
it?
think
Set
the
the vibe.
Pardon? See, he even fucking talks
He's
at the
setting
same
the
time.
vibe. He's
Setting
setting
the vibe, you know.
Was it? Oh,
That was it. That was the
Yeah,
vibe.
vibe.
quite a vibe.
Nicely set out. Nicely set
Yeah.
vibe there, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremulant.
We're off and running
Yeah, that's nice.
with our
Well,
vibes.
go on then,
We've
move
got
on.
vibes.
Now, come on, keep the show
Okay.
going. Yeah.
Right, all right. Well, are we going to do something, or are we just going to introduce the first? act?
We could introduce the fact that we do have a special guest.
Well, I thought we were saving her for her own special guest spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, we'll bring her in
There's
later.
no- but if it was just any old guest, you could just sort of bung her on straight away. But
Yeah.
it is a very special
She's a
guest.
special guest.
So
She deserves her own spot,
She does.
separate
So-
from just the general riffraff of Pear Shaped.
Yeah. So do you know what I hate about podcasts is when people they're completely unprepared and they just talk a load of bollocks and they think it's funny.
Oh, we don't think it's
That's-
funny.
No,
We know it's not funny.
true. And the
But
other thing
we're
I can't
ploughing on
stand
anyway.
is double
Double
acts.
acts, yeah.
Double acts.
Yeah,
Jesus
they're terrible,
Christ.
aren't
Yeah.
Because one of them says something.
Yeah,
funny,
and the other one says something, and then
And
the
then
other
the
one
other
says,
says-
"Oh,
and
something
then-
else,"
and then they both
they
laugh.
go, "Oh, something,
And,
something." Oh,
you
that
know,
wasn't
do
very funny.
jokes.
And what's your name, mate? And then you go, "Yeah,
and then-
what's your name?"
and then I
they
go, and I take the piss out of them.
yeah, no, he's
they
got to
take
tell
the
you his
piss out of
name. He go, "Oh, my
Yeah.
name is Gandalf." And you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, that's a shit name, isn't it? I bet you had a lot of trouble at school with that."
And they have a kind of rapport
yeah.
with themselves and the
yeah,
audience.
that's,
and
we don't
we don't do
we
any
don't
of
fuck
that.
around with rapports.
I don't think we're a
Yeah.
double act, really, are we?
No, we're a contradiction.
Yeah.
I think that's what we are. We just,
We're
God, it's
Yeah.
depressing, isn't it?
we're here.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I wish we could do some banter. No, but
Yeah, it'd be nice,
I
wouldn't it?
don't think it's ever going to happen.
No.
It's just a word.
Yeah.
And
Overused.
you know what I'm
overrated.
like. You know what I'm like with words. Don't you,
It's
darling?
quite hard to
Don't
have
like words.
banter with an audience that you can't see or hear. Or even
no, you
know
could
that
do
they're
it.
there.
You could. They could just go on the fucking ticky tacky thing.
Chat. Oh, hang on. Wait.
and complain.
Speaking of which,
Oh, all right. Hang on. We've got a complaint already.
there we go.
Hang on.
Pat and Math don't laugh. That's true.
Hmm?
That's true, Ava.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I like about
Where
it.
is Anthony? Well,
Where-
if you don't know, I'm
Yeah.
afraid
We
can't
don't
help
know.
you.
He just he contacted me yesterday. He said, "I can't do it." He said, "I can't do it. I can't fucking do it again." and I was too depressed to try and cheer him up.
But
So
it happens eventually to nearly every compare that's done Pear Shaped.
Yeah.
It happens sooner or
You
later.
remember when we
in
had
Australia,
Paul
we
Foot?
had people just completely.
Yeah, no, we had Paul Foot and Norby.
Paul Foot and Norby were the
Paul Foot and
first
Norby
one.
West used to help us to run Pear Shaped, and until the comedy terrorist turned up with his sister, and he got up there being terrorising the audience. And then she came up and she threw ice cream at him. And as it happened, we had a black curtain at the time, so it looked like spunk all down the back wall. And
And then Paul Foot decided that the room that we had
yeah, it was unsuitable
was not suitable for
for
comedy.
comedy. And Norby
Norby-
decided that comedy had ended as far as he was concerned. So, and
Yes, Ava, it is like doing prison time. And people just get depressed and want to give up. So
yeah, it's like being in prison, but without the comfortable
perks.
bed.
yeah, without the perks.
Yeah, about the perks.
Yeah, without the perks. Yeah.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry. No, I just said that. I heard
I said it first.
No, I heard myself say it.
It sounds funnier when sounds funnier when the bloke says it, doesn't it, Dickie?
Well,
Hey?
That's right, Brian.
when we play the video, we'll see who said it first.
Yeah, because she's been watching.
Send it to the adjudicator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit
the
anti-Semitic.
video referee, yeah.
So,
Right. So, are we going to sing a song or just
I think we
carry
should.
straight on? Right, we're carrying. No, we're singing. a
No,
song.
I think we should. Oh no, let's not sing a song because
We've been
we're
going
going to
10
put on
minutes. We haven't actually
somebody
done anything
singing
yet.
a song, and it's another fucking double act singing a song. So, oh god.
Okay. Are you introducing him, or was that
Yeah,
introduction?
ladies and gentlemen, that was the introduction,
Ah.
but you've just spoiled it now.
So sorry.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
I've got a friend in me. Yes, you do. I've got a friend in me. Yay! Isolated with no one else. You might think it's bad for my mental health, but at least I don't argue with myself. You've done the wrong chord. It's your fault. Well, no, it's your fault. Oh, shut up. Look, don't be rude now. What, you're the rude one. There's supposed to be 2 meters. It can't be 2 meters. I am you. Look, there is no I or you in team. No, but there is an idiot. There isn't a you in idiot. What? Idiot? Idiot? Are you blanking me now? How can you blank me? We're in isolation. Literally, it is just me in isolation.
There he was, ladies and gentlemen, the 2 Robert Whites. Fantastic, weren't they? Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Now, families are embarrassing, aren't they? My auntie said to me today, she went, Dickie, I'm fed up with your uncle's massive penis. I said, bloody hell. She went, oh, no, I'm sorry. But honestly, I really have had it up to here. But, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the phenomenon that are 2 mins of Pat and Math.
Hi, Sean.
Hello, Catherine, and welcome, people, to 2 Minutes with Pat and Math.
Yeah, we're recording this remotely. Nothing to do with lockdown. We just don't really like each other very much.
At all.
No.
At all.
I'd go as far to say at all.
Loathe, I'd go.
Yeah.
Loathing.
If anything, it's strange that we're doing this because no one asked us to.
No. Just giving something back.
Yeah, I'm like the NHS. If it was a person.
Horrible person. You've got a question for us, I understand, Catherine.
I do, yeah. How have you been keeping yourself busy during lockdown?
Well, funny you should mention the NHS because I've been doing a lot of clapping.
Ah.
Flamenco reasons. The dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at that, but that's a given. It's
Yeah.
the hips.
Yeah.
So that's mainly that. Yourself, what have you been up to?
Well, as you well know, I'm very busy with the puppy farm.
Oh yeah.
Always have been. Always will be. Yeah. Yeah. There's
What
been.
are you doing with the little guys?
Oh, they're all right. I mean, the problem is they do often get bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll just sell them. I've been hoping to try and cross a Rottweiler with a Chihuahua. You know, for like people who have an apartment and they want a guard dog.
But small.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a strong idea. I would see, if you could manage it, a cross between a Basset Hound and Debbie McGee.
Yes, that's a good idea. Because they both got the sad eyes. So
Exactly.
everyone...
Loose bowels.
Yeah.
Loose bowels? What's
Yeah.
loose bowels got to do with it?
Well, basset hounds. perhaps.
I'm
not sure. But
so
Ava did point
McGee
out that Pat and Math don't normally laugh, but they had a little, they broke the mould a little bit
they
then.
did have a little giggle, didn't
they?
they?
Did. So she was right.
So this is for all the people watching tonight, or today, or next night, or some other fucking time in the future, who have had a little bit of work done. Obviously, I've had a little bit of work done. You know, bit here and a bit there and a bit here. You know. And you haven't bothered at all, have you?
They made you look older, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
He had the reverse. He had the reverse one
I didn't say it was successful.
No.
I just said I had some done.
You said, I'm looking too youthful. Can you add a few wrinkles?
But you haven't bothered at all, have you?
No, I haven't bothered.
You just accepted what you've been handed.
What cruel nature has done. Yeah.
It's I like it because
I've got no self-esteem. It's fine.
I like a face that's been lived in, and you look like you've had quite a
few lives. Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Anyway, so and your friend, you've got a friend, haven't you?
Well, let's do it in a song.
All right. Or as Frank Sinatra say, hey, I know a song about that. What do you think?
Mary says she's 29, but she's been a very good friend of mine for over 40 years. Her husband dyes his hair jet black, although his back and sack and cracker at least 50 shades of grey.
40?
50.
40.
He can no longer use his eyes to demonstrate remote surprise or even vague recognition. Injected poisons can't be wise, but he believes those surgeons' lies all of his own volition. Young Helen's brand new plastic tits have started leaking just a bit, and the poor girl is looking so deflated. But we've had her whip round down the pub to get the buggers pumped back up, and when it's done, the lads will be elated. Now why not try to age with style? We're only here for a little while. Don't you think it's a good idea to enjoy it?
Yes.
We won't be coming back again, so while you're at it, take that brain and every now and then just employ it. So do us all a favour and leave yourself alone. You've had so many nips and tucks, there's nothing that's your own. How do I recognise you when I meet you in the street? And you're wearing someone else's face, and you've even got new feet. And you're wearing someone else's face, and you've even got new feet. Daft Apeth.
See, we could have spoke that by rehearsing it before we did it, couldn't we?
We could have done. I decided not to do two choruses because you always complain.
I noticed, I noticed.
So I just ploughed on with the verses and did a chorus at the end.
What'll do? That's all right.
Once it's done, you've got the joke then, don't you?
Oh, you do, yeah. Oh.
There's no just flogging a dead face, is there?
No.
Okay then. Now we have to introduce our special guest.
Our special guest, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. A drum roll on the guitar. And on the mandolin, ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Becky Fury. Hey!
Hello, and I'm here. I'm going to introduce myself, which will be interesting. Obviously not introducing myself because I'm on now, but there's a video that we recorded live at Pear Shaped, and I've got the privilege of presenting it to you here today. It is the world premiere of me talking into a webcam and showing some bits and pieces of images that I made myself. So here it is. Okay, hello. And welcome to my show. It's called Cunt.
Let's try that again because there's something missing. It's you. So now I know there's some controversy around the use of this word, and you should be cautious in its application. For example, you should only call someone a cunt if they are a mate or a total cunt. But sometimes it really is the only word that's suitable for describing certain people. Now, I considered being judicious and replacing it with the term Jeremy, which is a contraction or a slang term for Jeremy Hunt. But sometimes, as I mentioned, it really is the only word that is appropriate for describing certain cunts. The word cunt. A brief history. In the beginning was the word, and the word was cunt. Now, in the USA, the word can be used to describe a stupid or a fool person. For example, he's a cunt. But the word can also be used in a romantic context. For example, when I look at the moon, I think of you. And it can also be inserted into love poetry to heighten romantic atmosphere. In popular verse, for example, roses are red, violets are blue, you are a cunt. Or Wordsworth, she wandered lonely like a cunt. Or Robert Burns, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like a lady's cunt that's sweetly played in tune. Or Elizabeth Browning, how do I love thee, let me cunt the ways. But mainly it's used negatively. To quote from a meme that's doing the rounds currently on social media. In the old days, there was kingdoms run by kings. Now this country is run by cunts. Like this cunt. The President of America. What a cunt. He told people as a cure for coronavirus to drink bleach. Now, at least that didn't happen in this country. Oh no, our Prime Minister behaved in a way befitting a great British cunt. And he ignored all expert advice. And he didn't just meet the corona patients. He shook hands with them and ended up in intensive care, which is nothing like the brash and brunt cuntery of Donald Trump. Oh no, our Prime Minister behaved in a way befitting a quintessentially British cunt. Now, we don't produce much in this country anymore, but what we do know how to produce is a top quality cunt. Now, we may be bottom of the league in pretty much everything, but when it comes to producing an A-grade top quality cunt, we are top of the cunting table. No cheap, shoddy, knockoff Chinese cunts for us. Oh no. In this country, we only produce the finest A-grade, organic, handcrafted, fair trade, free range, artisan cunts. Oh, okay, now I'm going to lose a page from my notes. Is that what's going to happen now? Fuck up. Oh, we're going to talk about conspiracy theories in that case. I'm going to have to come off notes. Okay, and we're going to go bareback. Let's go. Everyone's got that friend, haven't they, who is really into conspiracy theories. For some reason, always the same friend that does a lot of drugs. And they're there with their white powder doing lines, and they're like, do you want some of this? I bought it off some bloke that just got out of prison. I don't think it's been mixed with rat poison. And the next thing they're leaning out about a vaccine because they don't know what it's being cut with. Cunts. But I do like conspiracy theories, though.
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theory fan. I wanted to join the Flat Earth Society, but it was a bit mainstream for me, so I decided to join the Flat Moon Society. I was a bit disappointed, however, to find out that it involved showing my bum to people that lived in council blocks, but obviously not quite as disappointed as the people that lived in them. Flat Earthers equally disappointed to find out that their society involves some bullshit about the world being flat, rather than the opportunity to rewire a council block. But yeah, I do love conspiracy theories. I particularly love the one that suggested there wasn't actually any virus. It was actually 5G super fast internet making people sick. And that was an impressive conspiracy. And it worked like this. This is actually the real conspiracy that I got from a meme on Facebook. So it must be true. This is the pentagram. Right, this is allegedly a satanic symbol. It's not, but anyway, what conspiracy theorists figured out was it's a pentagram, and the words break down to penta and gram, which, if you contract it even further, is 5G. Seriously, like, if you believe that is some justification for the fact that the Illuminati exists, take your tinfoil hat off and smoke meth off it, because it will rot your brain less than watching conspiracy theory videos at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning on YouTube. Seriously, what do you want? And more importantly, can I have the number of your dealer? Because like, that is some seriously impressive shit. But I do love conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories so much, I actually made up a game based on conspiracy theories, which was Conspiracy Theory Cluedo. And it basically works with the idea of how conspiracy theories work. Right, and I haven't got it here, but I've actually got an advert that I made, because that's how much I love my game that I made up. Here we are. And this is the advert for the game. From the people that brought you QAnon, come Conspiracy Theory Cluedo. Do you think some shady neoliberal cabal is responsible for the fact that you've got a shit life? Then you'll love Conspiracy Theory Cluedo. Don't know what caused COVID-19? Now you can do your own research and make up any old shit. Maybe it was Hillary Clinton using mind control inside the moon, or Beyonce harnessing the power of chemtrails outside of Area 51. With Conspiracy Theory Cluedo, you can frighten your friends and confuse people you've only just met by making up bizarre and baseless theories, unencumbered by fact or common sense. Conspiracy Theory Cluedo is 5G and fact-free, vegan-friendly, LGBTQI inclusive, and available now at the bargain price of $19.84. Conspiracy Theory Cluedo. It's Illuminati confirmed.
There she was, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Becky Fury. Becky Fury, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't she wonderful? Fantastic. Now, yes. Now I had to go to the doctors this week because I had a jet of hot air gushing out the end of my willy. Turns out I got thrust. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, setting the vibe. Please be upstanding, sitting down, and in awe of the fantastic Al Mandolino.
Wow, yes, hello. Wow, great. I thought I'd do something maybe a bit different this week. I wonder if other staff are watching here. Because it's occurred to me, does anybody wonder what's behind this thing, behind me here?
No.
The back of your head.
Because I thought I'd maybe
It's your house, isn't
a
it?
little bit off script myself this week. And
It's not your love dungeon, is it, Al?
Well, I don't know. If I put my seat over there, and we move this over.
Oh, it's like a James Bond film.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh.
It's an alien.
It's a banjo.
Is it being held hostage? Oi! Ow. Al's whammy bar.
Is it your best friend?
It's a whammy bar.
Al's whammy bar. Wow.
Ah. Is that Wank Marvin?
Yeah.
That's. I didn't know yours was. I didn't know you had a big one like that, Al.
Oh, yeah.
I've only ever thought of you as having a small one.
Right, I thought I'd get this out.
This has turned into some sort of porn thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Look at the nipples on that.
Oh, look at the size of that. Crikey. You'll have someone's eye out with that.
Look at the dazzle on that. Hey, wow. Yeah. And I remember, Brian, you used to do a bit about that bloke who used to get on the bus with you, who learnt those guitar... Those guitar riffs. Who was that? Oh, Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
His best friend, Eric, yeah.
Because if you... I saw an old photograph of Eric and he was playing one of these guitars. This is a K. Barney Kessel guitar from... And it was made in 1957.
Oh, it's a Barney Flintstone guitar.
Yeah. And I got this given. At a decorating job I was doing once because the customer's wife wasn't happy with the paint in the girl's bedroom. And the guy, he was so embarrassed, he gave me this guitar as a sort of sweetener, you know.
Did you paint the bedroom with it?
Yeah. Apparently it had been his dad's guitar and it had been behind the wardrobe for about 25 years. So he gave it to me and I thought it was just a pile of junk.
It's hard to play behind a wardrobe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was a pile of junk and then I looked on eBay and saw how much it was worth and it's part of my pension plan now.
Good.
Yeah, this is the one that Eric used to play.
Maybe you can give it back to him.
So put a bit of volume on that, yeah. So this is the tune I did last week, which sort of got mashed up a bit in the director's cut, you know. So I thought I'd do something in a different register, you know, as we'd say technically about sound and things. So
not the sex offenders register, is it?
This is a bit higher up the scale, a bit lower down on the scale. So hopefully we don't get a mashup this time when it goes through production.
Oh, well, you might do. Well,
we might do.
I'll see what I can do.
I thought I'd give you something to work with this week, you know. Something with a bit more character to work with, you know. That's great, isn't it? Surf style, yeah. So nice. As you were, thank you. Yes.
Oh, have you done it? You finished, right? Okay. All right.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
A man masturbating his guitar, which is. I mean, we've all done it. Haven't we?
Yeah. I usually save it for behind the wardrobe, though.
It's my new sound. Yeah.
It's my whammy bar, and I'll flex it as much as I like. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll feel a song. It's my whammy, and I'll flex it as much as I like.
Speaking of...
Well, it ain't no joke for an old cowpoke who's got no cows for poking. Krysstal Palace is a lonesome town, and believe me, I ain't joking. 6 guns on and my 10-gun hat. Some guy there is looking at me, and I asked him what there was to see. He said, nothing, but you look a bit strange. You look like you just stepped off the range. I said, listen, mister, you just listen. I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy. All right. I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy. And you're in the right place if y'all looking for a row, boy. I'm gonna come over there and squeeze your head and pull off your ears, and if you still ain't dead, I'm gonna kick your ass straight out that door. I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy.
Now you might think he's looking for a fight. He makes a lot of noise. I know it ain't right. He gets in trouble, that's plain to see. When you want to hit him, you gotta go through me. So listen, mister.
You just listen.
He's my kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy.
That place and I got on my horse, only got 3 legs. Other one's lost. He could have had a wooden one. He said no chance, cause I'm a real cool horse and love to dance. I won't tell a lie and I won't be false. 3 legs just right for doing the waltz. So listen, mister, you just listen. I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy. Skip the chorus. Is it? No. I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy. And you're in the right place if y'all looking for a row, boy. I'm gonna come over there and squeeze your head and pull off your ears. If you still ain't dead, I'm gonna kick your ass straight out that door. Cause I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy. What? I'm a kung fu, karate, chopping, jaw busting, back breaking cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Oh, that was all right, wasn't it? Now,
what are we up to now? Right. So we're sort of.
I reckon it's time for a proper comedian now. Proper comedian, like a bloke. You know what I mean? Not a woman telling jokes and that. You know, a bloke, right, telling jokes. And this is one of my favourite blokes, and I don't know many blokes, but of all the blokes that I know, this one stands out because it's got.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's got great jokes, and
Delicate.
us blokes like jokes. We blokes like jokes, don't we? Hey?
Blokes with jokes.
Blokes with jokes, yeah.
That could be another StreamYard thing, couldn't it? Blokes with jokes.
Yeah, but it's got to be better than hags with gags, isn't it? Hey.
No, not necessarily.
It's bloke with jokes, isn't it?
Not necessarily,
Hey, bloke
no.
with jokes. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows, like, men are really funny. They're just naturally funny, do you know what I mean? And we encourage women to try, you know, give it a go, see what you can do. You know,
that's nice of you, isn't it? Nice,
I like to be encouraging. You know, I'm always encouraging women to do things. So,
that's not what a magistrate called it.
Yeah. Is this International Sexist Day or something? What is it going on?
I didn't know there was one. That's nice. I'm looking forward to
I never mind about all that. Krysstal, why aren't you in the kitchen? Something
that's
like
nice,
that.
isn't it?
Something like that. International Sexist Day.
I'm waiting for the arsenic to arrive in the mail.
Yeah, don't talk to my fucking wife like that, mate.
I'm not your wife.
Leave it out.
I'm your assistant.
And my bird, my bird. Yeah. The one thing she don't like is sexist. Do you know, I was doing a gig one night and this woman came up, she said, you are a sexist bastard. I said, you're right, love, sexiest bastard you'll ever meet. Anyway, enough of the sexism.
And then she stabbed him. That's what That's what they say. People are trying to be funny. They say, and then I stabbed him.
And then I stabbed him, and I got off the bus and drove it out of Sainsbury's. No, I got on it and drove it out of Sainsbury's, and where they asked me to leave. Just me on that one then.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
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 That's how you finish it if it's not going quite to plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Boris should have done. He should have gone, I can't find my fucking papers. Just me on that one then. Not anybody
Been to
fucking ends up
Peppa
if you've
Pig
seen
land.
Peppa Pig. Anybody seen Peppa Pig?
No, it's
Can
Peppa
you imagine?
Pig Land, not Peppa Pig.
Yeah, fuck Peppa Pig.
No, he said he had to go to Peppa Pig Land. It's a different thing.
I can't even say it, let alone...
Don't try, love. You'll give yourself a hernia.
Peppa Pig
You
Land.
get your lips all
Peter
tight.
Piper picked Peppa Pig
Peppa
Land.
Pig.
Yeah,
you
play
get-
the fucking piccolo in Peppa Pig Land.
Yeah, you'll
it's-
get your lips in a knot, love.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Do you know,
Right,
I've
back
got,
to
I've got
blokes
this
with
new
jokes.
dentures. Look, I've got this new dentures made, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and
Oh,
as soon as she put them in, I said, I still look like I've got no fucking teeth. But she doesn't think, you know, just because I need to chew things, she thinks that's enough. I said, look, I'm a big star on the comedy circuit.
Yeah.
And you can't fucking survive on the comedy circuit without teeth.
That's right.
Can't you? What do you need? Fucking teeth and tits. That's all you need.
thing
Take
is,
it,
Jokes.
now he sounds pissed before he's even started drinking.
Yeah, I haven't even started drinking yet.
No.
Right, are we introducing this bloke with jokes then?
Yeah, because he's really funny.
It was only 10 minutes ago we started
He's really
introducing
funny.
him.
And for some of you, he might look a bit familiar. You know,
Yeah.
he's a bit like that with women. He's always a bit familiar. With them. You know, over familiar, according to the police. But anyway,
It's definitely International Sexist Day.
and I mean anybody with the name, his name, funny enough, it's the same as yours, Dickie. It's Dickie
Is it?
Richards. Yeah. Now that is
great name.
that's the name.
Coincidence.
That's the name of a pervert, isn't it? Fucking Dickie Richards. Fucking Dick.
That's right. Dick. Yeah.
Yeah, Dick.
Dick. Yeah. You can't get enough
I
dick.
think that's the point.
Huh?
That's the point, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like Brian Damage.
No,
It's the point.
that's a point. So,
It's not actually. It's,
why don't we
it's
just put him on?
450 millilitres.
yeah, I know, yeah, because I got some last night,
Yeah.
and it said pint, right?
Yeah, they're
It's
bigger.
fucking twice as big.
Not
So
twice.
there's not a pint in a can then.
No,
No.
there isn't.
No, not unless you get a pint can.
Bloody Brexit.
I'll go out to the
No.
bin in a minute and bring in one that's got a pint. It's like
Well, I look forward to it. I look forward to it, bro.
it's
Yeah, he
tall-
may not come
taller
back.
and
He loves
fatter.
rummaging in bins. He might
So
have gone
talking
all
of
night.
taller and fatter, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the next act, the one and only Dickie Richards.
Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Dickie Richards. Now, I've just started the insanity workout. Yeah, I've been down the gym dressed as Napoleon. My new Swiss girlfriend sent me a text message saying, do you want to come round for a fondle? So I went round there. I was a bit disappointed because she just prepared this bowl of melted cheese with bread to dip in it. Weird. Now, I need to applaud the NHS because they are brilliant. And a lot of people complain about the NHS, but they were brilliant with me. I had calls to use them recently. I accidentally sliced my willy off. So I called an ambulance and they were there within about a minute. And they knew exactly what to do. Yeah, they rushed me straight to the minor injuries unit. My old history teacher was a type 2 diabetic. He taught me all about the French Fancy Revolution, the War of the Roses, and the assassination of Jaffa Cake. Yeah. A friend of mine is a lawyer, but he doesn't work for money. No, he insists on being paid in biscuits. Yes, he works pro bono. Yeah. Did you know it was a woman who discovered radium and polonium? Yeah, apparently a manicurist. Something to do with the polish. My granddad was in a Nazi prisoner of war camp. And they were really cruel there. They wouldn't let them wear any clothing on their top halves. Yes, he did 3 years in cold tits. Now, I've been watching this new programme about this brilliant detective who likes Spain and sausages. Yeah, it's played by Benidorm Cumberland. Now, I've not been very well recently. I've had a gentleman's health issue, and let's just say that my little soldier has been having trouble standing to attention. So I was a bit worried about it, so I went to see my doctor, and my doctor examined me and sent me for tests, and he came back. He said, look, the test results are negative. There's nothing wrong with you physically. You're in A1 condition. So I think what you're suffering from is some sort of mental block. I said, oh, great, doctor. What's the treatment going to be? He said, oh, no, there's no treatment, I'm afraid. No, there's nothing I can do. All I can do is suggest that you try abstaining for a few weeks. I said, I can't do that, doctor. I've got a terrible fear of heights. So he said, all right, Dickie, if you can't do that, I'll tell you what, I can refer you to a clinic, and they specialise in this type of thing. I'll make you an appointment. So I've been. I went to this clinic, and I was really nervous about going. I was a little bit worried about what was going to happen, and, well, truth be told, I was a little bit embarrassed about going there. So I got to the clinic, and I'm sitting there in the waiting room, nervously waiting, and there's another guy in the waiting room, same boat as me, looked at me, and he said, excuse me, mate, are you all right? You look very, very nervous. I said, oh, thank you, mate, that's very, very kind of you. I am very nervous. I'm worried about what's going to happen, and, well, truth be told, mate, I'm a little bit embarrassed about what's going to, about being here. And this guy turned on me, right, the type. He went, embarrassed? Embarrassed? What are you embarrassed about? What, are you impotent? I said, oh, bloody hell, mate, I might be, yeah. He said, well, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm impotent. There's nothing to be embarrassed about at all. It's just part of my life. It's who I am. It's the hand I've been dealt. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. He said, anyway, mate, you think you've got problems? Not only am I impotent, but I've got a tiny penis. A tiny, tiny penis. In fact, the doctors reckon it's a toss-up between whether it's a penis or a nipple. I'm not embarrassed about it. Why should I be? It's part of my life. It's who I am. It's the hand I've been dealt. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. He said, not only am I impotent, not only do I have a tiny, tiny penis, but I'm also incontinent. I'm always pissing my pants. I've always got pissy pants. But I'm not embarrassed about it. Why should I be? It's part of my life. It's who I am. It's the hand I've been dealt. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. And isn't it funny, right? Isn't it funny when you come across someone who's in a worse position than you, whose problems seem somehow greater than yours, makes you feel better about yourself, doesn't it? I thought, bloody hell, I've got it so bad, this poor sod, So I started feeling better about myself, my nerves went away, my embarrassment lifted. Anyway, me and this guy started having a real laugh and a joke. Turns out we shared a sense of humour, and it was brilliant. And he really, really got me through the afternoon, and he's such a nice bloke. And turns out he does an online comedy show called Pear Shaped in Dystopia. And he asked me to do this 5-minute video. So that's where I met Brian Damage, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been lovely, and hopefully I'll get to see you next time. Good night.
There he was, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't he wonderful? The fabulous. This is what people say. The fabulous, fantastically talented, and very modest Dickie Richards, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't he great?
If you know Dickie, can you ask him why he was sort of off to the right bottom, and there was that beautiful blue screen behind him, and his head was down the bottom and to the right of the screen.
Yeah, I think what happened was. Yeah, I think what happened, he's got one of these, he's trying to use the decent camera on his phone, and he was unable to see the actual screen. So I think he used his best guess. Clearly wasn't good enough.
It wasn't good enough, no.
That wasn't good enough.
I thought he was one of those fashionable right-wing comedians. That's what I thought. I thought that's what it was, just going against the grain a bit.
I thought he was waiting for a double act. I thought he wanted to become a double act. He was just leaving room for the person to come in.
Signalling in blue.
Yeah.
I think the whole show is pretty visually inventive this evening,
Yeah, you could call it that, or you could call it a complete debacle. I mean, it's a fine line. It's a fine line.
Well, that's the way with Pear Shaped in Dystopia. It is always a fine line.
It's the Pear Shaped way.
Dickie, two debacles walked into a pub.
Yeah.
And one of them said, "Oh, it's fucking quiet in here, isn't it?" See, that's the kind of humour I like. You know what I mean?
Yes. I might nick that, Brian, if that's all right.
Yeah, you can have it.
I love it. Yeah, I'll have that. If I'm struggling one night,
I couldn't fit a debacle joke into our act.
If I'm struggling one night down at the S&M dungeon, I'll pull that one out. So without. Shall I introduce the next act, do you think? What do you reckon?
Yeah. Did you want to do another joke to add to the joke?
Well, I haven't got a joke, but something did happen to me this week. Seriously, it did happen to me this week. The other day, my phone rang, and I picked it up, and this gruff voice at the end said, "I'm going to cut your left ear off." And then I thought, oh, that's just a crank call. But then later on in the afternoon, the phone went again, and the geezer went on the end. He went, "I'm going to cut your right ear off." And I thought, I just thought just thought it's a nothing really. I just thought it was someone doing a crank call. But that evening, someone phoned up and he went in his deep voice and said, I'm going to cut both your ears off. So I phoned the police. I told them I was getting death threats. So
Yeah, very good.
yeah, carry on. That's right. Let's not joke. It's a true story. That's funny because it's true.
I've never heard that before.
Have you not?
No.
No, that's right. You wouldn't if they'd cut your ears off.
I was going to say, he had a call like last month. Now he hasn't heard back from him.
Not back. Yeah, that's the trouble with people.
The joke was finished ages ago.
Yeah. I don't know why you're extending it.
You don't have to drag it out and turn it into an Edinburgh show.
Wait a minute. We've got a comment.
comment? What?
What's happened on there?
Oh.
It's back again. Can you send Anthony the performance link, please? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he going to perform? This is the question.
Oh.
That is,
There's criteria, isn't there? There's criteria.
You can't just send any old
send it
person
to
the
him.
performance link.
He told me he was indisposed, so I didn't send it to him in case I annoyed him.
Well, he wants it now.
All right.
Well, while we do that, Dickie,
Shall I introduce the
don't let
next?
us interrupt you, Dickie.
No. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is fantastic. Please prepare yourselves for Lobby Lud and the Luddites.
Hello, I'm Lobby Lud. These are the Luddites, and this is a song about last time we performed at the Pear Shaped Comedy Club. Persephone, Persephone, we met in Fitzrovia, and I'm still not over you, although it's been so many years. We sealed their fate at the Pear Shaped. In fact, I think they closed down that night. I thought we'd played alright, but they said
never darken our door again.
The bassist was pissed. The drummer turned up halfway through the third song and my sousaphone got stuck to the ceiling. To be honest, we were in absolute shower. I still think it was our finest hour. Retreating to the bar, our eyes met from afar. And you zigzagged drunkenly across the room and said, if you know Quion, like I know Quion, I bet you can't guess what I've got in my rucksack. Persephone, Persephone, oh, you'll be the death of me. You invited us for tea and crumpets and promised me you'd play the trumpet. Trumpet solo! Persephone, don't deafen me, I'm sure she can, don't sprechen sie. Oh, the fun that we were having at the Fitzrovia Tavern. We played the one-night stand, you said you'd join the band. We were the special guests that night, and the compere said we were out of sight. At least he said we ought to be, and out of earshot as well for that matter. In fact, he said, better for everybody if he just got out of the club. So, we had to pay off the sax man, step on the gas man with our mannequin thrashing its arse at the cobbers. But they couldn't be bothered to stop us, they said it wasn't worth the paperwork. Persephone, Persephone, we met in Fitzrovia, and I'm still not over you, although it's been so many years. Persephone, Persephone, you promised you'd telephone me, but I never got that call. Now I'm beginning to doubt you play the trumpet at all.
Well, it's a shame we haven't got Persephone here with us. We should track her down, really. Because
could we?
What?
I said, could we?
Probably not.
So we're still apparently Anthony's back from Disposed.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to get him on.
Ava, you can tell him I'm not very good with these things at the last minute. I have sent him something on Facebook Messenger. The link is there. Oh.
So I'm just going to add everybody back in and then come back to us.
All right. And well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my notes. Anybody been to see Peppa Pig Land?
Forgive me.
Are you all right?
Forgive me.
I've got one of those electric cars, you know, and it doesn't go. It doesn't do any of that old shit. It just goes. There we go. That's all it does. You just turn it on and it goes. Exactly, that's all it does. Gosh, I should have stuck to comedy instead of ministering.
Forgive me.
We're going to do something else.
Forgive me.
We haven't got anything else.
Yes, we have.
Have we?
Have we done everything?
Yes.
We've done everything.
We've done
There
everything.
isn't anything.
So
Two
there's,
songs. That's all we had prepared.
And we didn't even prepare them.
But you never know. If Anthony gets a message, he might just sort of show up and he can speak.
Well, in the meantime, we've still
speaking.
got a couple more. Vids,
Oh, we have, yeah.
A couple more vids to show.
Actually, I'll tell you what we can do. My brother died 6 years ago today, which might account for my slightly weird mood. And he was a singer, an artist, all that stuff. And this is one of his songs.
That one.
Yeah.
The voice of my mother's calling me, saying, "Come to me," and I have sought it for so long, I don't know the sound. Am I fooled by my fears? Am I fooled by dreams? Must I reveal my own birth till I know the sound? Voice of my father's calling me, saying, "Come to me," and I have thought him for so long, I don't know his face. Am I fooled by darkness? Am I fooled by light? Must I refeel every blow till I know his face? Cauldron, spear, sword and stone, shamrock, shield, flesh and bone. The voice of the universe hums to me, singing, "All is well," and I haven't heard it for so long, I don't know the sound. Am I fooled by my heart? Am I fooled by tears? Must I relearn every note till I know the tune, the tune, the tune?
That was good, wasn't it? I enjoyed that.
Good.
It was a bit
Well,
mournful, but then that's what
Mournful, but very nice. Yeah, very nice. So
Yeah.
hopefully we hear some more of that sometime. Well, I was going to say that it's always nice to be recognised for your achievements, and I got recognised last week. Sadly, though, it was in an identity parade. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Anthony's
Here we go.
here.
Oh, Anthony. Hello, Anthony.
Who's that?
Good stuff.
So I told you he was having a good time. He's drinking water.
Yeah, well, it's slightly, whiskey tasting water.
Fortified.
Ah.
Yeah, I was feeling a bit stressed about doing Pear Shaped because I've discovered this week that apparently you can't pass developed vetting by calling the Queen a cunt. So I was like, well, maybe I should think about who I hang out with and whether this is good for my career. And then Ava said, well, you know, you've ruined your life with comedy already, Anthony. All those years you went down to Pear Shaped, emptying ashtrays and setting the room up for nobody at all. And you haven't let this delusion stop you for about 20 years. So, you know, really, it's a bit late now to start trying to become respectable. You need to find a job that allows you to be a cunt and then fit everything around that, you know?
Yeah, be who you are. Be who you are.
So why is your camera one way and you're the other way?
What do you mean, my camera?
Your camera.
You're not looking at us. You're looking at. Because
the thing won't reach up to the top. The wire's too short. So I thought I'd create an illusion of I can pretend to look at you like.
That's better.
This technique has been employed quite successfully already this evening, I think, somewhere.
I now look like Nicholas Witchell when he sat on the Lesbian. You know, what camera am I on?
I think the side profile and the stubble looks quite good. It seems to be it's quite a thing tonight, isn't it?
It's a theme tonight.
Yeah. I like Nicholas. Whenever I feel that I'm a failure in life, I look at Nicholas Witchell doing his royal correspondent bit, and he's such a bitter, sad man who hates everyone he works with. It's like they've got the most, you know, he wouldn't ever say he's a Republican, but you can just feel that the loathing and the self-loathing coming out of him. That he really wants to be on top of the news, but he's been shunted into this corner. It's sort of like how I feel. Yeah. Anyway, so I would do some jokes, but I feel we've connected, albeit on an autistic level.
And why spoil it?
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, that's why we're all here. We have the wrong, we have the wrong outlook on life. I think. If we have an outlook at all,
we have the wrong outlook. Oh, wrong outlook. The wrong outlook on life.
Yeah.
I agree.
That could work either way. That one.
I've got the wrong outlook. I certainly have. Yeah.
So I put an act on, Brian.
One of our favourite acts of all time, and it's also one of Dickie's favourite acts of all time, is an act called Brian and Krysstal. They're fucking hilarious. Yes. And as it happens, we've got some evidence of them being hilarious. Alas, it is from a distance. It's almost like it was filmed on a security camera. But, you'll find this shocking, Anthony, because it'll ring bells with you.
Okay.
And it's lovely to see you.
Yeah, good. Yes. Well.
And you're looking lovelier than ever.
Wait,
yes.
Wait, comments.
Hang on a minute. Comment time.
Is it me? Is it me?
Is it you?
Is it me?
It's Ava.
Yeah. Ava says, is it me?
I can't think what she.
Is it Yoko?
Yeah, that's my Yoko.
I've just realised
that's not fair because Yoko was shit.
I like Yoko.
I like Yoko.
Don't you ever cut Yoko?
I like Yoko as a person, but I mean, as a singer, it was quite painful.
On Double Fantasy, she has some fantastic songs.
Yeah, I've never heard them, but Vicky's told me about them.
I just realised how much I've missed watching Anthony get drunk on a Wednesday night. I spent 10 years watching Anthony get drunk on Wednesday nights. It's great.
Yeah. I agree.
What we need is some open spots, Brian.
We don't. No,
we do. We've got to get someone who gets really angry that we don't give them enough stage time. We pull them off after 5 minutes.
I know. Look, you're talking about John now.
We want to be slagged off on the comedy forums and that. You know, that's what makes it. That's what takes it in.
I don't want to live up to John Sharp's standards.
Well, there are other acts apart from John.
I'd rather live down to our own.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can introduce this act. Brian and Krysstal, they're fucking funny.
Oh, can we have some love and appreciation, please, for the wonderful Brian and Krysstal?
Dear Peter, I've got a terrible shock on Monday.
What was that? It's a strange bit.
Why do you think?
No, one
I'm
of you said.
Peter?
One of you said the right thing.
Yeah, what was it?
No.
No. You're supposed to say, did you? The whole room went, But all I wanted was for you to say, did you? And you let me down. You let me down. Try again. You did, yeah. You did, yeah. And I'm sure you're going to let me down again, but we'll give it another go. Listen now. Are you ready? You ready for this? Here, Peter. I got a terrible shock on Monday. What was it? No! You're supposed to say ginger! It's ginger! Don't overact! Right? Try again. I'll give you one more go. Yeah, if you rush it this side, I'm coming over this side. Right. Here, Peter, I got a terrible shock on Monday. What was that? You still... Do you want to have a go? What's your name? See? I ask a question, I get a direct answer. Not a big gap in between them.
Wait a minute. His name. Is your name Michael as well? It's like three tables.
Is everybody called Michael? Somebody's taking a mick. Yeah, Michael. Forget about him. Forget him. No, leave him alone. He'll be all right if you don't help him. Yeah, Michael, I've got a terrible shock on Monday. Was it? No, you waited too long. Don't act it, just say it. Right. Let's try it. Michael.
Mike, yeah.
Everybody's called Mike. Hey, Mike, I got a terrible shock. I'm getting really fucking bored with this. I got a terrible shock on Monday. Did you? Perfect! That's Brilliant! Now, once more. Hey, Mike, I got a terrible shock on Monday. Did you? Yeah, I stuck my finger in the light socket. Terrible shock. See, if it wasn't for him, that would have been funny. Yeah, Mark, Tuesday I got an even bigger shock. Did you? Yeah, I did it again. Twice. By Wednesday it wasn't a shock anymore because I knew it was going to happen. But the biggest shock I ever had in my life was when I found I was impotent. That is a shock, isn't it, Peter? What it was for me was I had my finger in the socket at the time. My doctor said it must be very hard for you. I said, no. He said, I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I said, no, that's what I want you to do. I said, is that Viagra any good? He said, pardon? Viagra, is it any good? He said, no, it's got side effects. I said, like what? He said, can you speak up a bit? Makes you hard of hearing. Makes you hard of hearing. Come down one side. I said, how much is it? He said, £8 a tablet. Oh, I said, that's a bit stiff. He said, there are. Working already. He said, I don't know what you're moaning about. He said, £8 a tablet. It's only £1 an inch. Not, is it? $3.50, isn't it? Anyway, I bought a couple of tablets. I'll tell you, I had the best time I've ever had in my life. 7 times in one night. He reckons it's even better if you've got a girlfriend.
Brilliant.
Okay. Bloody hell.
some sort of fit going on.
Right, I've just muted him for a minute.
No, don't.
We've got to do the roll call.
Oh, yeah, not yet. I've got to go for a piss.
Oh. All right, Dickie.
Yes.
Wait a minute. We'll go back to the full screen, and we'll unmute. And right.
Yeah, Dickie, you can do one of your poems while I'm.
I ain't got any poems.
Oh, Becky, you've got a poem.
Yeah.
Have you?
Have I?
Yeah.
Didn't you used to do like?
I did. Do you want me to do a poem?
Yeah. Go on.
long enough for me to have a piss, so don't.
Right, okay, I'll probably have to do 2 poems then. Right, I'll do the first one. This is a poem. There was something about Persephone earlier on, who's a Greek goddess. This is my poem about a Greek goddess, and it's a bit rude, and it's called Medusa. Medusa, seducer, her morals are looser than her laces that hold up her hobnail boots. It's performance poetry, doesn't need to scan properly. With hair down the back of her head to the crack of her bum, with a quick flick of her hips, she can come, and with her snake-like locks she ensnares her prey, and she turns them to stone so they can't run away. And how does she ensnare them into her lair with the promise of lust and 100-yard stare? Medusa, seducer, her morals are looser than her lips that sank a ship because the captain was rude to her. She's a bitch and a cunt and a slut and a whore, and she's all of those things, and she's so much more. She's a harpy and a witch and a slut and a slag. Then she pops outside for a half-time fag. She'll fuck you till your cock's red raw, force feed you Viagra, till you make her come once more, suck you dry, till you wear a withered husk on the floor, you come back from the dead, so she'd do it once more. Medusa, seducer, her morals are looser. No, I don't have a number, but I can introduce you.
Hey.
Right, I can see you on the camera talking to me on the phone.
Love it, love it, love it.
What's that?
Yeah, I muted you because you were on the phone to somebody.
Yeah, it's all right.
Put him on.
All right, but I had to mute him because Beck hadn't finished her.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Her poem.
Okay.
Novel heckle.
Yeah, sorry. We were
Yeah,
just,
it is a novel heckle.
Ava was giving me her opinion, which I will keep private, because that's how it is. You know, I would put the ads on, and then Ava would give me her opinion, and it's best kept private. Yeah. So, well, this has been interesting, hasn't it? So it's been this is as pointless as the. I don't know if you saw recently. There was there was actually because I am Mr. Political, so I will plug any petition that anyone gives to me, because like when we did the Leicester Square flyering thing and we tried to get it so that you could still flyer in Leicester Square, I tried to get everyone on the circuit to sign the petition. It was so hard. It's just like an uphill struggle. So I feel sorry for anyone who gives me a petition. But there's actually a petition going around against James Corden being in a musical film, which is what is it? It was against James Corden being in Wicked, the film, and that's just wrong, isn't it? I mean, you can't have a petition against somebody being shit at their job. You know, I mean, you've got to draw a line somewhere. Petition should be for incompetence. A petition should be for something that's morally wrong or that needs changing.
I think there should be a petition against Pear Shaped.
Yeah, well, I mean, exactly.
Well, there is.
We'd all sign it.
There is, and we have.
That's the problem, isn't it? If there's a petition against things being shit, we'd be fucked. So we've got to stick out for people who aren't talented, because that's us. You know, where will it end? You know, that's my thought for the evening. Yeah, I mean, it's like the mental stuff people come out with. It's like. I don't know if you saw a couple of weeks ago, Mary Seacole was on Doctor Who. Mary Seacole and someone, and someone actually complained that, unlike Florence Nightingale, she was out there to make a profit, because that's the greatest get rich quick scheme, isn't it? I'll go to the Crimea and set up a hotel to self-fund a hospital just to get rich quickly. I mean, who would ever do that? That's just absolutely crazy.
I'd buy one of those if she's got any she's trying to sell.
Are we going to finish soon? Because I want to get to co-op before all the reduced stuff goes.
Yeah. This isn't Lewis Schaefer, you know? This isn't Lewis Schaefer. Oh, I've got to go to the Texaco Express, so we've got to close now.
No. Feel free to leave at any point, Becky. And chaps, I think we should give Becky a big round of applause for her stunning performance this evening. Wonderful, wonderful, and thank you very much. Right.
Are we gonna press on with the roll call, or?
Of course we are. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, now she's gone now. Fuck her. Never laughed her. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first That certainly wasn't that.
No, I was just doing it.
All right.
We haven't had a laugh for a while.
We haven't had a laugh for a while. All right. Yeah, it
So,
was. Who was it?
Robert White.
Robert White, ladies and gentlemen. Robert White. Thank you very much.
Should we show him again?
Yeah. Okay, why not? Why not?
The virus is one massive poo chunk. Everyone's doing their best. But I still feel like a buttock that's taking a beating. I feel like a fart at a fart fighters meeting. So these are the words when I can't take any more. Not words of Plato or words of Einstein, but words of me when I was 4. I'm not listening. Heads in the sand. Don't know who you are. Speak to the hand. You're annoying. I've had enough. Sod off.
Robert White, thank you, Robert White, thank you. And he was followed by Pat and Matt.
Hi, Sean.
Catherine, hello. And listen, Stu the dog, or whatever your bloody name is, happy enough with his tie? Yeah, prick.
It is incredible that collie can use Twitter.
Yeah, isn't it?
Sorry, go on.
No, well done, that dog. And welcome to 2 Mins of Pat and Math. Oh, I'm all enraged. What's the question?
So, Sean, in hindsight, should we have evolved from apes?
I'm going to say yes, and I'll tell you for why. Because me personally, don't like heights. And a lot of being an ape is about getting up that tree, and I'm happier being on the ground. And the thing is, imagine if you were that monkey and you didn't like heights, you couldn't tell anyone.
Embarrassing.
You haven't got the you can't. You've not got the power of speech.
And that, yeah.
They just think you're lazy. You're sitting in your own private hell.
Yeah. If you were a monkey, you'd be so dead, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd have fallen immediately.
Don't bear thinking about.
No.
What about you?
No, I don't think we should have evolved. I think, no monkey has to, go to work 5 days a week. Monkeys don't know what weeks are. They've got no concept of time. They're just having a great time all the time. No monkey, ape has, ended up buying a corduroy jumpsuit on a whim in the vague hope of serotonin boost, have they? So I think we'd all be happier in the trees, apart from you.
Apart from me. I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, does it really?
No monkey, no cry. No monkey, no cry. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it was Pat and Matt. Thank you very much.
We haven't mentioned the calendar.
That was what calendar?
Calendar. We haven't mentioned any calendars.
What calendars?
Your more calendars.
I thought you sold all the calendars.
No, I've got four of the art ones left, and much more of the
4,000 of the other ones
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
Yeah, the one with all the ugly people.
This one.
Good one.
There is little to be gained from having bellends on your timeline with the rubbish that they love to like and share. When blocking twats on Facebook, you're treading such a fine line. It's important to be accurate and fair. If the dross is never ending, you better get on with unfriending those who irritate, bewilder and annoy. It could take you many hours to eliminate that shower, but by the end you'll have some friends that you enjoy. It's a lonely life on here when you've got way too many friends who genuinely think that you might care about what he decides for dinner or what she just won't put in her. It really is impossible to bear. If your timeline's getting shitter, don't even think of joining Twitter. That's an exercise in totally missing the point. Just be a man, take some action, unplug that damn contraption, you'll be better off offline with a joint. So shock the buggers, block the buggers, chuck them in the bin. Annihilate the imposters who pretend to be your friends. Find the buggers, blind the buggers, flush them down the pan. Exterminate the bastards and they won't be back again. My song is nearly over. Refugees are swarming Dover, and the Facebook fun and wonder ship has sailed. It's the ending of an era, like when we lost Jack and Vera. It seems that all the friends I thought I had have failed. When Zuckerberg came up with this digital distraction, he foresaw a brand new high-tech golden age. But the pleasure was so fleeting, now I finish my deleting. All that's left is me and my fan page. So shock the buggers, block the buggers, chuck them in the bin. Annihilate the imposters who pretend to be your friends. Find the buggers, blind the buggers, flush them down the pan. Exterminate the bastards and they won't be back again. Find the buggers, blind the buggers, flush them down the pan. Exterminate the bastards and they won't be back again.
What that calendar? What, we've still got a load of those left?
Yeah, I know. You'd think they'd be flying off the shelves.
I was wondering what all those fucking boxes were.
Yeah.
Taking up half the living
Falling
room.
over bloody boxes full of calendars.
Yeah.
They're only tenner each,
Yeah.
but plus postage if you want.
Well, at least the CDs were useful when we had the CDs, because we had a whole room full of CDs, but the fucker next door was so noisy. What we did was we made a wall of CDs so that
like soundproofing.
For soundproofing, yeah. So that worked.
A bit like Al's backdrop.
Yeah, like Al's backdrop, but without the guitar behind it.
Yeah.
Well, although have you looked?
Have we
looked at what?
Behind the wall of CDs to see if there's a guitar there.
No,
because we built the
we
wall.
stuck them
we
on
built
the wall
wall with a special design by Donald H. Trump.
Oh yes, I see. What you mean. Now we're still on the roll call. So after 2 minutes of pat and math, we had Becky Fury.
Becky Fury,
hello, and welcome to.
Yeah.
That was her. She's gone now, so fuck her. She's great and everything, but she didn't stay with the rest of us, did she?
Yeah.
She didn't stay here with us, suffering, going through the pain of.
It's far too good for this bit.
Yeah.
And then we had
what?
Al
Mandolino, ladies and gentlemen, and look at the size of that mandolin. Hey. I'll keep a close watch on this heart of mine.
And then we had
what?
We had this bloke. But not like that.
Dickie.
He was down in the bottom.
I was down here. Down there like that.
Give him a little sample of where he
I
was.
lost
He was. This is our right-wing comedian for the evening. All right,
Yeah.
that's him.
Yeah, that was him.
That was great. It was great.
That was good. That one of the best jokes as well. I'm sorry, I've only just. Somebody said, "Can you come in and clean the fucking curtain for us?" It's like, who is it? Man with the beard. I loved his opening joke. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "I only come in for shit." And someone said, "You got any jokes?"
Brilliant.
Isn't that good? Yeah. But there's another joke. One of my favourite jokes ever was from Sally Holloway, who is retired now. Well, I believe she's retired, but she lives by the seaside, and apparently she's still alive. That's retired, isn't it?
Yeah.
And her best joke.
She teaches comedy.
She teaches comedy. Well, that is retired.
In Hastings.
Yeah, in Hastings. I mean, well, for fuck's sake, what's the point? If you live in Hastings, you've already got a sense of humour.
Yeah, I mean, your life
fucking
essentially
be there,
is a comedy, isn't it? If you live in Hastings.
Yeah. So, but her, she had a fantastic joke, and the joke was, oh, it's Christmas. Oh God, it's cold. It's wet. Miserable, snow everywhere. And she said, "Do you know what? It makes me think of the homeless. Don't they look nice with a white background?" See, that's what we need, a little bit of empathy.
Empathetic, comedy,
Yeah, that's it. Where are we?
We just done Dickie Richards.
Yeah.
And then we had Lobby Lud The Luddites.
Lobby Lud The Luddites. And we thought Anthony wasn't going to make it from being indisposed. And he suddenly
became
disposed.
There he is.
Overnight.
Yes, well, Ava told me very nicely that it lacked class without me. So I thought,
she was right. Because we were meandering about all over the fucking place.
I mean,
she is right.
In a nice way, she said. And she's right. I add gravitas to the whole proceedings and a feeling of a pomposity that is hard to emulate without
gravitas is like where fat people go to die.
I thought it was where spacemen went to die.
See,
even better, maybe.
That's a joke. Give him a laugh for that. Give him a laugh.
Right.
Give him a laugh.
Also, Anthony, I wanted to ask you, what do you call a nurse that nicks your chips?
A nurse that... I don't know. What do you call a nurse that nicks your chips?
Mary Seagull.
Mary Seagull.
Anyway.
What do you call a nurse that nicks your presents? Merry Christmas. All right.
What's Mary got to do with it?
I don't fucking know. I'm just talking.
Shouldn't it
I
be
don't know if it means anything. That is why we need Anthony here.
What's Mary got to do with it? I thought it should be Florence.
Sounds like Mary Seagull. Seagull. Is it Seagull? Is it like Mary Seagull? Anthony was talking about her earlier.
Yeah, but I don't get these weird references. That's why I like having Anthony here.
They're fucking topical. We don't do topical.
Most of the time I haven't got a fucking clue what he's talking about, but I pretend I do.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it,
Yeah,
Anthony?
that's right. Yeah. I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah,
we have to sound as though we know what we're talking about.
I pretend to be intelligent. He's fucking intelligent.
We don't have to be intelligent. You just have to put up, a reference in or a word that sounds intelligent, and then you've got the illusion. That's all it is.
But I have discovered that even if I put a reference in, I still don't sound intelligent. There's nothing I can do about it.
That's because you usually mispronounce it or slur it or something, and it loses its way.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it? I have fucking.
It's because you're Irish. You need to be British. That's it.
I know.
You sound more British.
I realise it. One realises the problem. And the last time I lost my notes and went to visit Peppa Pig in my car, I thought, I wish I was... He's on the fucking screen now. We've got the telly on just behind the computer, and Boris is on there going... He's like, I'm not watching Pear Shaped.
Right, so let's play the outro.
Yeah.
And then we can
the
relax.
outro.
The outro.
Yeah,
We've finished the roll
then.
call.
Have we done all the?
We've done all the roll calls.
Just a
All the
quick-
bits. Okay then.
A
Yeah.
quick question before we do it.
Go on.
Where's Cole this week? Where's our man in LA?
He is
having a holiday?
he is
Talking to the police.
Shh, no. He is indisposed.
Oh.
Look, just because I'll tell you things, you don't have to fucking put it out there. He'll tell us. He'll tell us next month in great detail, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's been on a he's been cruising.
I know.
You know what they're like when they're cruising. We've been tonight. All been out cruising. Well, he's been cruising for a month.
Yeah.
So he's come home from cruising to a little bit of aggro.
Oh,
So
dear.
he intended to either send us a video or be here in person, and it was impossible. The LAPD wouldn't allow it.
Oh,
Bloody
right.
hell.
Right.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think he's pregnant.
Right.
That's the message I'm getting.
Right, I'm not ending the show. I'm just doing the outro.
Well, that was what a marvellous show. I must say, I really enjoyed it. I thought everybody was absolutely hilarious.
But I could see you enjoyed something, yes.
In fact, I'm so happy that I would actually like to pay something.
Yes,
but I don't know. I don't know where to start. Actually, normally I have a little man who deals with the money for me, but he got in a fit of laughing and he seems to have disappeared.
I know how to do it.
So, how do I pay?
Scan the QR code or follow the link.
Well, that was Pear Shaped in Dystopia. Wednesday night at 8:30, once a month. Pear Shaped, and we hope you thought the show was really great. Last Wednesday of the month. Pear Shaped, if the comics made you grin, feel free to chuck a fiver in the bin.
Or 10 or more.
Pear Shaped in Dystopia. Wednesday night at 8:30. When does it run?
Oh my goodness, this is
Wednesday night at 8:30.
There you are.
Is it next week?
Wednesday night, no, end of the month, dear, end of the month.
Next month, the end of the month.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Well, I should be here, so
Yes,
thank
you
you
will.
for everything.
It's all right.
And I'm just trying to figure out how to pay.
Well, you've been told, dear, if you haven't worked
Thank
it out
you.
by now.
La 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 la.
That's the end of a show.
Hooray!
Oh, it's
No, it's just
over.
green room now. Green room.
Yeah.
Chitter chatter.
Oh.
Chitter chatter.
Yeah. So we've
Chitter
got-
chatter.
We're still broadcasting then.
Yeah.
So
for a
don't
little
say
while.
anything you might regret.
I think it's a bit late for that.
It's a bit late for you, Anthony, but you know, anyone else.
I like Anthony's pig after the Boris Pig thing. Peppa Pig. That's the proper pig, isn't it? Yeah, the poo.
I told you my mum gave me that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
Came from-
Pulse, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, came from the. It's hand carved as one piece, so it's quite impressive in its bigginess. So
Nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to notice that we've had two prime ministers who've had problems with pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that is impressive, Anthony, but it would be more impressive. Yeah, it'd be really impressive if it was carved out of one massive pork chop.
Yeah, I don't think it would have lasted so many years.
Oh, it's carved.
I wouldn't mind putting my cock in that one's mouth.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It has a little bell.
It's
Yeah,
like a
well, he did
Neolithic
say he had a
sex toy,
tiny
isn't
cock,
it, sort
didn't
of
he?
thing.
So, fit in the mouth, all right.
The sort of thing you find in an Egyptian esophagus
Yeah.
thing, you know.
Only if you're lucky and you couldn't find a woman.
Well, it came from the clearance centre in Caterham, which was like, it was a shop that used to sell everything from people who had died. So when your elderly relative died, you just said clear the house, and they would take everything and sort it out. So my flat consists entirely of stuff like that has come either from there, you know, that dead people had once, or IKEA. You know, it's like, but yeah, it's. You know, so it's you can get wonderful things from I don't know if they exist anymore, but the clearance centre was great because it wasn't trying to be upmarket. You know, it was sort of, it had all the old LPs. It had 28 copies of Jaws because that was the top book of 1979 or something. So you could go in and you could buy your copy of Jaws that was 3,000 years old. And it was fascinating, the books that people bought that then they didn't want. And that so many people in the same area had the books they didn't want. My favourite one was there was a whole box of someone who'd been in the military or whatever had written his autobiography and had it self-published. And obviously it hadn't sold anything, so there were boxes and boxes of this autobiography that no one was interested in. And you opened it up, and the dedication was, "To my grandchildren, I hope they get the point."
Yeah.
Oh. That's like the advert they used to be fly fishing by J.R. Hartley. You know?
Yeah. I think J.R. Hartley's book was more popular than that. J.R. Hartley's book didn't say fly fish, you bastards.
Oh, I'm going to have a piss, so I'm going to make a night
You're
of
like
it.
a bloody pissing machine, you are.
Yeah, I think I might join you, Brian.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you
Which
out
way
there.
you have to go off that way?
I'm going that same way as
Oh.
Brian's going.
Oh, he's going that way.
Yeah, I'm going that way. You're
Well, yeah, but we're opposite ends of the same
Don't
universe.
forget to take your headphones off.
Yeah, take your headphones off.
Yeah.
Oh, I came up with a solution, Al, to your problem of copyrighted tunes.
Yeah.
You could write one.
Write one?
Yeah, you could write something original.
Yeah, but I do write tunes, but I'm just so paranoid that people are going to steal them, you know, after reading all about
I
trouble
see.
that people get into stealing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Well,
write
they
anything
accuse
in-
you of stealing. That's the problem, isn't it? You think
Yeah,
of a
that's the-
tune,
You think-
you think
do you think
it's
it-
your tune, and then it's somebody else's tune.
Do you think that's... Have you had any tunes that have been successful, Al? I mean, like, you know...
I played a riff on an Alabama 3 track. And when I saw that the album was reviewed and somebody said it was a really good riff, the track is called Woody Guthrie. And I played this banjo lick, quite a simple lick, but it was the right thing to play at the right time on the thing. It was great. It was a great riff. And of course, I didn't get any credit for that. I just got paid for the session, you know.
Oh, well done, Dickie. Have a nice piss, did you?
That was quite coordinated, you two.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Did you
we're
see
like-
who
we're
could
like-
piss up the wall the highest then?
Yeah, we're like facing men. We both chased the dog in down the urinal.
Oh, yeah, you've got to do that.
Yeah, got to do
Got
that.
to do it, man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Yeah,
innit?
we talked about the match.
Yeah.
Actually, the match.
That fucking manager.
Match.com.
That manager, what a cunt.
What was it? Is that referee blind or something? Or something like that?
Yeah, well, they're all blind. They're all blind.
Ava says that I should tell you about the old lady Christmas gifts I get.
Go on then.
I'll see if I can find some. Hold on. Because, you know, my junior school teacher, Mrs. Walker, is now in her 70s, no, 90s, I think, and she sends me things every year. So I'll have a look because you might be entertained. As we're in the front room. I've let you into the front room, you know. Where normally we have people in the back room, but this is the front.
In the back passage.
Yes.
Oh, his trousers are falling down.
It's going to fall over, isn't it? It's going to fall over on the way back.
Oh, I missed this.
So we're still broadcasting. Might have to end it in 5 minutes or so.
No, you don't. No, not yet.
Okay. Well, I have to go and talk to a woman in Australia soon. I promised her.
All right. You may leave any time you want, love.
Yeah, but then you'll have to end the broadcast at some point.
Find this one. Just to make some noise.
Backstage, you can't keep broadcasting.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's. I can't find it. Now that you want something, you can't find them. You know, normally your home's full of rubbish that you don't want, and now I can't find it anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to end the broadcast.
No, not yet.
Yeah, well.
Well, yeah. If
Are we just going to end it all?
Yep.
Well, hope's going to travel.
Right, we'll end the broadcast. No, I want to do the fucking the other thing.
The other of
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So instead of doing the usual goodbye, thank you very much, for fuck's sake, goodbye, I would like to play you my deceased brother's latest offering, which I actually put this together I put the little video together for the funeral thing. So it was packed. It was and the fucking screen wouldn't show it.
Bloody hell.
So it wasn't compatible with the Mac.
Yeah, there was some incompatibility. So in honour of my lovely brother Martin, this goes on for a little bit. So if you want to go and have another piss, Dickie,
or anybody else,
yeah, you've got time for a crap as well.
Yeah. All right, bye then.
Yeah, and then I shall do a gentle fade at the end of the whole. Yeah. The whole thing.
Then we'll end the broadcast, but you can stay
and
backstage.
We can have a chat. Yes.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody meaning well feels they should and all for your and my own good. They feel, they know, they think they see in this love among our most outrageous, passionate feelings in you, in me, quicker than you or I can or will want to. They feel, they know, you see, your and my ability to deny quite naturally our capability to stay outside of true reality. Once, so long ago, I lived on an island once. So long ago. They ignore the nature of a lustful nastiness. They are prone to act out on and from within. When recovering from a disease that knows it has them covered. You are the only woman since my one true love that I have let myself feel this way about. Pain and loss and alcohol destroyed us then. Pain and loss and alcohol destroyed us then. And the experts you are sure to meet will be so certain, oh so certain, oh so sure. It'll all happen again. It'll all happen again. It'll all happen again. I lived on an island once. dogs of choice to do the work they were all invented for. It still amazes me how I survive, how the palliative prescribed by myself failed to heal or even ease anything, or even ease anything. To hold in check nothing except my ability to be honest with myself about one thing and one thing only. I wanted to die. That's being honest. That is what I wished for then. When I was alone, I couldn't cope, and I would not admit it. I couldn't cope, and I would not admit it. I lived on an island once,